74, which is being carried by Springer, which is a reform from the Texas Advanced Directive Act. We are working to make sure that a patient, any individual, is entitled to receive nutrition and hydration if they wish to so receive it. That is a patient's right, it's a fundamental right. It isn't even medical care, it's ordinary care. So we are working with him. We're in negotiations to clean that bill up so that the exceptions don't overpower the rule, so that indeed we preserve patient autonomy and do not allow that to be trumped by exceptions. And then the two things that I would warn you all that we've been looking at, two ways to defeat all of us, are caption bills, where bills are put out that actually do nothing, that sound great, that'll go to the floor, and we have to make sure if one of our bills goes to the floor and it does indeed achieve something that we want to fight for and that it is worth it. We have only 42 days left to pass our conservative agenda. And then the last thing to watch for is the strategy we thought about from the beginning, four-corner offense, where our bills will be slow walked, they'll be slow walked to committee, they'll be slow walked to a hearing, but there'll be no fingerprints, that actually the bills will keep moving. They will be referred to committee, eventually they get a hearing, eventually they get out of committee, eventually they get to calendars, but they never make it to the floor. If they make it to the floor, they're sent to the House or the Senate with a week or two left, where there's no possibility that everybody can go back to the district and say, "You passed all your legislation." And so that is a real threat, because then they will say, "I passed all these bills," knowing full well that none of them had any chance to come to the governor's desk. So that's what we're working on. So I encourage all of you all, if there are bills out there, make sure they do what they say. We want to fight for them, and then let's get these bills out of committee. And there are some good bills there. We are working. I know that some of the people who voted for Strauss and those that did not vote for Strauss are working together to make sure that true conservative legislation in the House gets to the floor, and some of the 8 are working with some of the more senior members of the Senate to make sure that some really conservative bills get out of the Senate. Some already have made it out of the Senate. That's all we're working 42 days.